Alright guys, so as promised in the last video, we're going to start on a little run of sorts of different shoes that have come out in the last month or two that we did miss until now. So some of them might be a little late, but these are right on time. I haven't seen that many videos of these, and regardless of what you think of them and what they look like, they are one of the bigger releases of April and May of 2023, undoubtedly. So these are the Spiderman Air Jordan 1 Across the Spider-Verses, and they did release about a week ago. My trainer just got them in, and I have them here to review. So before we jump into the details, I'm just going to say real quick that there is a new Spider-Man movie coming out very shortly, which is what these are based off of, and apparently it's set in the year of 2099, so it's like a futuristic take on the Spider-Man genre, which we haven't really seen before in the flesh. So I don't know too much about the movie, but that is what I've heard so far. Let's of course do a quick overview of the box before we jump into the details of the shoe, because there is a lot to talk about with this particular shoe. So the box is just a regular Jordan 1 box. Literally nothing special about it. These are a GS size 7, so if you want to look at the size tag you can, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I want to devote most of the time in this video to the shoe itself. A lot of people are really hating on the shoe, but we're going to talk about what I think in just a minute. As far as the details go, from very, very far away, it almost looks like a Chicago Jordan 1, but as you get closer to it, you can see that there is a lot going on with this shoe. So we're going to go panel by panel. Right here, we got like a regular Jordan 1 leather, almost like one of these other colorways would have, maybe like a black toe colorway. But then right above that, you got this black and red velvety suede, which does appear to be very nice quality, if I do say so. And those are the first two panels right there. Then on the top right here, you got two more panels. You got like this weird semi-translucent material going on. I don't even know how to explain it. It looks like a spider web that he would shoot out of his hands. And then right here, you got this part of the shoe that is probably the one that stands out the most, which is this like blue, yellow, and pink panel right there, which carries over to the other side of the heel right there, as you can see. Very strange detail. I'm not exactly sure what that is in reference to, but maybe we'll find out soon enough. Then you got the Wings logo, which is done in like a red and yellow colorway right there, as you can see. Not an ordinary Wings logo in the slightest. And then on the medial side, you got pretty much the same deal, except that this part is completely done in that yellow, blue, and pink pattern, whereas this inner part right here is done in the same spiderweb material as this right here. So slight switch up, but the rest is the same. And then as we get closer to the toe box, you can see that there is that red leather once again on the toe, and the toe is basically just a regular red, like almost like maybe on a Chicago. But then as we go a little further back, we have this other panel, which is that velvety suede again, and then back to the even velvetier suede, if that's even a word. And then right here on the forefront of the laces, you got like this patent leather feeling material right here. So that is very interesting that they put patent leather on the shoe right there. And the swoosh is like a black patent leather swoosh, as well as the heel. The heel is very, very obviously glossy patent leather. So yeah, there's a ton of details with this shoe, which is very cool. I also find the tongue of this shoe very interesting, just because of how plain it is. As you can see, there's really nothing going on with this tongue besides the red Nike Air with white on top, and then just an all like sail tongue right there. Usually you got like something else going on, but for some reason they left this tongue very bare, maybe to contrast the very busy lateral side of the shoe, and then you got like the plain old tongue. Yeah, a very loud sneaker to say the least. Nike Air done in that red, and the heel, as you can tell, it incorporates all of that stuff. This part right here is very cool. It's got like if you guys know that one skin from Call of Duty, which is like a red and purple, it kind of almost looks like that. It's very, very cool. That's one of my favorite parts of the shoe itself. And then on the insole, nothing too crazy going on. Just got the shoe tree. Taking a look at the other shoe, I really have nothing to report. It's the exact same deal. These come with black laces. A spare pair of laces would definitely have been nice, especially since these are a $200 shoe. Just making sure there isn't a spare pair hiding, but there doesn't appear to be one. And yeah, so very, very simple shoe in terms of like the design aspects, but the detailing on, but yeah, there's only black laces on these, unfortunately. And for whatever reason, they did hike the price, which I think is pretty strange, considering these aren't even like a special edition. They don't have special packaging. They're a pretty standard Air Jordan 1 with some extra details. So I don't know why they would be so expensive. The quality on these is very, very stiff. Like, I mean, the shoe tree is in right now, so if I pull it out a little, it does get a bit softer. But this is like a very thick leather, and it doesn't feel like it's bad. It just feels like it's not the softest. Whereas like some of the other Jordan ones that I can remember, like maybe the Taxi ones, had very squishy leather. This one's like a hard grain of leather, which people I'm sure would appreciate in some parts of the country, who knows. And then sizing wise, just go true to size on these. As far as the price aftermarket, I didn't really check too in-depthly, but they are going for around $220 in the men's sizes, which is really only like $20 over retail. So I wouldn't even count that as like paying resale. That's pretty much retail at that point. And yeah, those are some of the details of the Chicago 1 into this across. And yeah, those are some of the details. And yeah, those are some of the details on the across the Spider-Verse Jordan 1s. They are obviously a very cool looking shoe. In terms of what I think about them, I actually really like the shoe. I know a lot of people are absolutely hating on it, but I don't really see what the problem is. Besides for that price hike and the thicker grain of leather that was used, I think it's a pretty solid looking shoe. I like that they are not just like a regular Chicago 1, because we already went over that in like a few months ago with the Lost and Founds. One more detail is that the outsole is very, very cool. As you can see, it is a red outsole, but it's just a little bit too red to be a normal outsole. So actually, not only are these a icy bottomed red outsole, similarly to the origin stories, which were iced out with the clear bottoms, which did get dirty quickly, these also glow in the dark. I'm going to pop a picture up on screen, but yeah, they do glow in the dark, which is an amazing touch. And yeah, one that many can appreciate, even though it is on the part of the shoe that is the least visible, unfortunately, but very cool detail of the shoe. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to end it off here. This video I feel like was pretty long as it was. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Hopefully you guys like this shoe. Let me know if you absolutely hate it. I'm sure there'll be a few of you out there, but thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Peace.